This is my healthy, gluten-free, easy to make stir fry. We are going to start by gathering all of the ingredients. The first ingredient is wide rice noodles, any type, or you can do regular, but I like the wide ones the best. The next ingredient is spinach, followed by hemp hearts. These are shelled. They're really easy to use. Then the next ingredient is going to be some hot sauce. And then we're gonna do, of course, some soy sauce. You can't have stir fry without soy sauce. The next one is nutritional yeast, or nooch. I put that in everything I can. Garlic powder. You can do garlic salt, but I choose that. And then we're gonna do, of course, some sesame oil. This is just gonna add so much flavor. If you don't want that, you can do coconut oil. Then the next one is going to be the petite carrots, which we are going to chop up. Some people like them cut in half. I cut them into fours because I like them to be bite-sized. And then we're gonna do a pepper. We can do green, red, yellow, orange, whatever you want, or any other vegetables. I just chose a green pepper, zucchini, and these pre-sliced mushrooms, but you can do whatever vegetables you prefer. These are just the ones I had on hand. We are going to first boil the noodles in water, so we're getting 2 cups of tap water, and we're gonna put it into a stir-fry pan, and then we are going to get it to boiling. Once it starts boiling, that's when we're gonna add the wide rice noodles. I'm not gonna be measuring much in this video. I prefer to just eyeball it and just add however much I feel like I need. So I added 2 cups of water, and then I got it to boil. I put in some salt because once you add salt, it makes the water boil a little bit quicker, gets it going a little faster. Plus it adds salt to the noodles. Now I'm just chopping up my vegetables. I started with my zucchini here, and I didn't do anything fancy with these. I didn't do zoodles or anything. I just cut them up in the easiest, quickest way possible. And now we've got our pepper. I'm just gonna cut this up. I'm going to try to reduce the amount of waste here. So if you see me cutting a little different than other people, I just cut it how I can use the most of it. I even don't even mind some of the little seeds getting in there because they roast and then you don't even notice they're there. So it's no big deal. The water is now boiling, so I'm going to add my wide rice noodles. I'm just going to add, as I said, as much as I want. I just want to add the amount I feel like I will eat. In this particular case, I made probably double maybe triple even what I ate. So I figured if I had extra, I'd just save it in the fridge and use it and heat it up later, kind of like meal prepping. So that's what I did here. And then you want these to boil for about 7 minutes. You can do it a little longer. I just like mine to be al dente because then I'm going to continue to stir fry them. Once everything's covered, you want to put the lid on and you want to set the timer for 7 minutes. While that's cooking, you want to cut the rest of the vegetables. So I'm going to start with quartering my carrots here, and just be careful when you're cutting these little guys because it's very easy to cut yourself, but I've done it so many times it's like I don't even think about it anymore. Now we've got our mushrooms. These are already cut, so we don't have to do anything but rinse them. I rinse them in tap water, and I just feel like that helps clean off any of the excess. I've got the noodles all done here, so I'm just mixing them more. Now, most of the moisture has been absorbed by these noodles, so I don't even have to drain this. This is such an easy recipe. Just leave that in. I'm checking out this noodle now. I'm checking to make sure it's done. It still needs to have some firmness to it, so I checked it. It was perfect. So now I'm adding my veggies. My spinach, I don't even do anything. I just put that in because that's gonna shrink when it's cooking, so it doesn't need to be cut up or anything like that. So I do the spinach and the mushrooms. So I dump it all in, and then I'm just gonna mix it up really good. Now this pot is completely full. I should have used my wok for this recipe. I didn't expect it for it to be this crowded, but I was still able to kind of get it. So just use a big wok if you're going to use a lot of vegetables. Now you cover it with a lid and you set the timer for 5 minutes, and you also make sure that the temperature is on medium. And now we are just going to basically wait for that to be done. I'm checking it at 2 minutes. I'm going to just keep stirring it. You want to stir it at least once during this process. You don't want it to the noodles just to stick to the bottom and stick to the pan. Then I add a little bit of sesame oil for flavor. I don't need to add oil, so if you don't want to add oil, you don't have to. You can also do coconut oil. It's so good, but I love the flavor of the sesame oil in this recipe. So you add the oil, you mix it up, and then you're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. And it doesn't have to be in any particular order, so you don't have to do it in the same order I'm doing it in. It doesn't really matter what order, as long as they all get in there and they all get mixed up. So I did the nooch next, and I just did about 3 tablespoons, or what I thought was 3 tablespoons. And this has amazing added vitamins and nutrients, so I definitely add that whenever I have a chance to add it into my food. It is so good for you. And then the next item, I just wanted to get the garlic in there because the garlic powder is really good. If you want, you can do actual garlic minced or crushed, but I didn't have any, so I just did the seasoning. The next would be the soy sauce. You know what, and you guys just want to add as much as you want. You can add more soy sauce than I added. It's just a matter of preference. The next is going to be the hot and sweet sauce, or you can just do rooster sauce or sriracha or any hot sauce, or if you don't like hot sauce, you can just do teriyaki or any sauce that you prefer, or you can leave it out completely. It's up to you. But I like a little heat. So the next one is the hemp hearts. Now the back gives you 3 tablespoons worth. So I usually just add 3 tablespoons because that has a lot of added calories in it, but it's worth it because you get so many vitamins and it's just extremely good for you. They have a lot of added health benefits, so I add those as well whenever I get a chance to my food. And I didn't have any sesame seeds, so this way it has that nice seed look, because I like when I have stir fry to have seeds in my stir fry because it looks pretty. And then the next thing you want to do is just make sure everything's getting mixed while you're doing this. Next, I added salt and pepper. You can always add that sooner in this recipe. I just added it at the end. You could also add, top it with sliced almonds or crushed cashews or little stir-fried noodles. I am just keeping it simple here, so I'm not adding anything extra to this. But feel free to add if you'd like. We are done. This is the finished meal. It looks amazing. It smells even better. So now I'm going to put some in a bowl so I can eat some of this. I'm actually going to fill my bowl completely up because I was starving when I cooked this. But if you are trying to watch your calories or eat super healthy here, you can do a little bit of cabbage or coleslaw mix in your bowl first. You add that to your bowl first, and then you put this on top and you mix it all together. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. I hope you got a new tip or trick for next time you're cooking some stir fry. This has so much flavor. It is packed with flavor. You can even add tofu to this, or if you eat meat, you can add chicken or pork or beef or whatever floats your boat.